welcome to another one of my YouTube videos. If you're new here, my name is Apparently Blunt. On this channel, we talk about self-growth, transparency, and elevation. So on today's video, we're gonna be talking about 10 ways to increase your self-confidence. Now, before I get into some of these steps, the first thing that I want you to know and to realize is that your self-confidence is going to vary. You're not gonna always be confident every single day. You're not gonna be confident every single week, every month, every year. Your confidence is going to change. In life, we have trials, we have obstacles that we deal with. And with those trials and those obstacles, we are gonna experience a lack in self-confidence, and that is completely normal, and that's fine. So these steps that I'm telling you have tremendously helped me to gain my self-confidence, and I wanna share this information because I wanna make sure that all of my subscribers are confident. You need to be you for you, okay? So the first step that we're gonna be talking about is that you need to make sure that you're confident for you and you only. You don't need to prove how confident you are to anyone. You need to be confident for yourself. You don't ever have to seek validation from anyone. If you do struggle with seeking validation from someone, you need to probably ask yourself, why am I doing that? Am I trying to impress someone? Do I want to fit in? Do I care about fitting in? When you are truly confident in yourself, you don't care about fitting in. You do things because you want to do it, not because you're trying to impress someone. And if you feel like you need to try and impress people, probably lacking some type of self-confidence. Second tip to improving your self-confidence is to make sure that you accept your flaws. Don't be so hard on yourself, okay? I struggle with being hard on myself all the time. I'm getting better daily. It's a daily struggle, but just know that you're not perfect. You're not trying to be perfect. You will never be perfect. So the only way that you're going to be extremely confident is if you understand that. Sometimes when we set personal goals for ourselves and we don't meet those goals, we can feel like failures. And then we can accumulate fears. So instead of running away from your fears, let's chase those fears. Let's go after those fears. Let's tackle those fears. Third tip that I'm gonna give you today is that you need to make sure that you are looking good. Dress well. Making sure that you dress well, making sure that you feel good from the inside and out. I know people want to say that it's shallow, like, oh, you look good, you feel good, blah, blah, blah. But honestly, that is true. Now, I'm not saying that you're just gonna not have any more insecurities anymore because you got your makeup done. What I am gonna tell you is that when you look good, you feel good. So make sure that you're manicuring yourself. And when you keep up with yourself and when you're keeping up with your appearance, you need to be making sure that you're doing that because you're doing it for yourself. You're not trying to keep up with these Instagram models. You're keeping up with yourself because of you. All of these tips that I'm gonna give you in this video is because you're doing this because of you. You're never doing it for anyone else. So another thing that may help you that you probably don't know that you should be doing, and no one is ever gonna tell you this but me, is that you need to get a notebook and you need to get a pen or pencil. And what you need to do with that is that you need to write down your insecurities, you guys. You need to be studying yourself. How in the world are you going to boost your self-confidence if you don't even know where you lack? So when you write down some of the things that make you feel bad about yourself, when you write down some of the things internally and externally that you really wanna change, this is gonna help you boost your self-confidence. This is a problem solver method. You write down problems, and when you write down issues, this means that you can visualize what you don't like about yourself. You can visualize your insecurities. This method will for sure scare you, and it will scare a lot of people. So a lot of y'all watching me are not gonna do this because you're scared. Don't be scared. Write down what you don't like about yourself. Write down what you hate about yourself. And let's come up with a method and a solution on how we can fix that. Be a problem solver, not a victim. Once you are sure about your insecurities, no one can make you feel bad for them because you already know that and you're working on them. And once you know yourself, you already know what you can fix about yourself. You can walk up in any room and turn heads and be a boss that I know you can be because you're my subscriber watching this. You can walk in any room and become a boss and you don't have to say anything. Honey, real bosses know that they're bosses. No one has to tell us that we're a boss. We know that already because we don't have any competition. Why would I ever try to compete with you? I don't want to be you. I hope you don't want to be me. You should want to be yourself, darling. Once you truly know yourself and you know your insecurities and you know and you have a solution on how you're going to solve your problems and your insecurities, you don't see competition. I mean, like really, competition. You don't see that. You're only in competition with yourself. But when you have insecurities, when you don't like yourself, you're always comparing to someone else. And you always are jealous and envious of what someone else has. because you don't like yourself, and quite frankly, that's just not my problem. Which ties into my next tip, which means that you need to be kind to people. Y'all would think this is rocket science, that you can genuinely just be kind to people, but when I tell you guys that people lack this little characteristic about themselves, it's sad. When you have self-confidence, and when your self-confidence level is at 1,000, you are naturally kind to people. You tell people that they look good. You give people compliments, and you give them compliments freely, even daily. When you're so sure about yourself, when you love yourself, you don't mind loving other people. The problem is when you don't like yourself, you don't have any self-confidence, which means how can you give people self-confidence and be nice to people and be kind to people and treat people well when you can't even do that for yourself? Remember this, people who are not kind to other people lack self-confidence and they lack self-respect. Just think about this next time someone tries you, right? Just think, does this person like themselves? Is this person kind? Is this person nice? Does this person freely give compliments? If they don't, they lack self-confidence, and you need to give them this video. Tip number 7 on what we're gonna be doing to boost your self-confidence is that you need to self-educate yourself, you guys. Let me tell you something. There was a quote, I forgot who it's by, but they said, people can take anything away from you, but what they can never take away from you is your education. The reason why I have so much confidence in myself is because I self-educate myself. I self-educate myself on things I don't know. And I make sure that when I don't know something, I self-educate myself before I ask questions. For example, you just get a new job in a new career industry, you study really hard to get in this industry. All of your colleagues, all of your coworkers have 10+ years experience. You only have 6 months to a year, right? So what you're not gonna do is pretend like you don't know nothing. What you're gonna do is you're going to listen, you're going to learn, and you're going to self-educate yourself. You're going to read books, you're going to read articles, you're going to network with people to make sure that you can boost your confidence in that particular career industry. Having self-confidence means that you're not afraid to teach yourself. Self-teaching is the key to having more confidence. And that's just not from a career standpoint. That's from any area in your life. In order for you to increase your self-confidence, educate yourself. Next tip that we're gonna be talking about is that you need to make sure that you are decluttering your entire life. Declutter materialistic items and declutter those raggedy people you keep hanging around. Declutter your social media. You should not be following anyone who makes you feel like crap. You should not be following anyone who makes you feel ugly. You should not be following anyone who makes you feel fat. You should not be following anyone who makes you think, I need to get plastic surgery. You should not be following anyone who makes you feel like, as a man, I need to get on steroids because I don't have enough muscles.
Stop following those people.
You guys, what you put into your daily mind, what you look at on your phone, what you watch on TV, what you read every single day, who you talk to every single day, they are having an effect on your self-confidence indirectly, and you don't even know it. One thing about me that helps me with my self-confidence is that anytime that I have any type of insecurity, I keep my insecurities to myself until I resolve my insecurities. The problem is you're running your mouth too much, okay? If you don't like your arms, why you gotta tell everybody that all the time? Okay, girl, go to the gym, or guy, go to the gym, fix your arms, lift some more weights. Very simple trick. If you think your teeth are too yellow, go get them whitening. No one needs to know every single conversation they have with you that your teeth look a mess. I mean, like, honestly, no one needs to know every single time we talk to you that you're trying to lose 15 pounds. Be quiet, shut your mouth, and just go lose your 15 pounds. No one needs to know all of your insecurities, okay? Deal with your own insecurities by yourself and just go fix them. Only people that need to really know your insecurities is your therapist. Go get one. Next tip for you guys, set small goals. With my goals, sometimes I set unrealistic goals, and when I do not meet those unrealistic goals, I am so hard on myself and I feel like a failure. But wait, I'm not a failure, and neither are you. period. When you set all of these unrealistic goals and have all of these unrealistic metrics for yourself and you don't achieve those goals, then you think that you're a failure. And that really brings down your self-confidence because you feel like you can't do anything or you can't do anything right. And that's not true. I'm gonna give you an example. If you wanna lose 10 pounds, say, hey, I'm gonna lose 10 pounds in a month and a half to 2 months. Don't say you wanna lose 10 pounds in 2 weeks. It's just not healthy. Set realistic goals, set realistic metrics for yourself. Listen, pray about your self-confidence. Anything that you guys are struggling with, ask God to help you with. There are Bible plans on the Bible app that I read all the time. I'm struggling with something, when I have anxiety, when I'm going through something, all you have to do is just read a Bible plan on that. Understand with your self-confidence, everything is fixable. You can fix everything. If you mess up, sure. If you get fired from your job, great. Everything is fixable. You have to understand that everything in life is replaceable as well, and everything just doesn't last always, and that's okay. You can't allow all of these life things to happen to you. Life is gonna happen to you. There are gonna be so many different things that happen, and guess what? A lot of these things you cannot control. So don't damper your self-confidence because of things you can't control. Please understand that self-confidence is quiet. Insecurities is loud. If you're really confident in yourself, you don't have to be boastful. You don't have to say all the time that I look good. You don't have to say all the time that my body looks good. You don't have to say all the time that I have 4 master's degrees and I make over 6 figures at the age of 25. Genuinely, no one cares. Unless you're paying for my rent, I could care less about how much money you make. Be a boss because you said you was a boss. Not because people said you was a boss, or not because you're trying to follow somebody else who's a boss. Be a boss because you said you were a boss. You feel what I'm saying? I only got bosses on my channel. So I hope that these tips have helped y'all. Listen, self-confidence is gonna come and go, child. If Beyonce can have insecurities, child, we don't have no luck. So listen, this gonna come and go. So just refer back to this video, send it to whoever you gotta send it to. I hope it helps. Thank you so much for always supporting me and supporting Apparently Blunt's YouTube channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. Love you guys.